Hello, YouTube. Now, I know the background is not correlated with the gameplay that I'm trying to talk about, but I just want to talk about the latest update of Slanesh Tides of Torment. Now, I'm very excited as a Slanesh fan, very excited for the new update. However, I'm kind of disappointed at the same time because there is a character that I really want to see until the Warhammer 3, which is Shillelagh Hellblade. In case if you guys don't know, it's a greater demon that fights other demons, and her official title is called Monarch of the Hunt. So, something like a little miss opportunity, and I kind of really wish to see more. But more importantly, I would really want to see more Slaanesh factions and unit in Warhammer, not just Warhammer Fantasy, but also Warhammer 40k. In one of the cell phone apps, and I will showcase it right here in a bit. This Warhammer 40k game that you could get it on your phone. It was featuring Emperor's Children, and I really like the style of the Emperor's Children. And to me, it seems like a very missed opportunity where not everything has to be sexualized for Slanesh. It could go like many other ways, like a unit that's very sadistic, crowd controlling. It's all about tormenting their enemies. Another unit being very prideful, a very good duelist. Like there's so much potential and other ways to add new units to the roster. So I'm very happy to see the Slanesh update for Tides of Torment, but I kind of want to see more of it. And like I said, since they're not adding Shalaxi Hellblade, which is the Monarch of the Hunt, a greater demon that fights other demons, especially Corn Greater Demon like Bloodthirster. Very sad that they're not adding it, and I really hope they do because, in my opinion, that's like a missed opportunity for Slaanesh. So we'll stay tuned. However, I would say this: in the latest update, I am very interested in playing as the High Elves. the new the new high elf legendary lord, Asline, which he's like a navy elf warlord. He caught my interest because of his new mechanic. It's very similar to the dwarf, the one with the giant ship. I think his name is Malachi. Yeah, I'm forgetting people's name already. But Malachi, he has a giant airship that follows him around. This time, with high elves, it's eerily similar with that, but of course, obviously, because of the water theme, it's about the navy. It's about his ship on water. So it's gonna be like somewhat similar in terms of how his base of operation is gonna follow him throughout the map, and it's gonna be also similar to the warlords of the Chaos Warriors, where when you conquer a land, you could either keep it for yourself or give it to other factions. So here, the Asline, the new warlord, when you conquer a new land, you could also give it to other high elves, and it could be any high elves, as long as it's your race, the high elves. So I kind of like this feature, and I also like his new feature of how his space of operation is gonna follow him a lot. And on top of that, it's going to be a little like resource management, similar to what we see with the Chaos Swords, where you're going to have a lot of trade coming in and out. And thanks to those trades, you get more resources. And of course, more resources equals more uh, army buffs and units that you can get very easily as the new warlord Asline. So I'm very excited to play as him and very curious how it's gonna like set the different tone for the high elves. So very obviously, this high elf, if you read his lore, read the story, the background story of him, he's super aggressive, and his new playstyle is gonna reflect on that. Everything else, well, my main focus for this update is Slanesh. The other legendary lore, which is the the Faithless. He's very, to me, he just looks like a filter warlord, if that makes any sense. Similar how the last update, Omens of Destruction, the green warlord from the orcs, he felt like a filter legendary lord. So similar how I see with this guy, the Faithless. He seems like a filter warlord, so I'm not that interested with him. I'm more interested in the Slanesh unit because that's what the update is all about, a Slanesh update. And of course, Asline, he caught my intention for the High Elves, and he's definitely gonna play very differently. So I can't wait to try him out and play a very aggressive version of the High Elves. But everything else, I like it a lot. My only disappointment and my only complaint is that they kind of missed the opportunity with Shalaxi Hellblade, Monarch of the Hunt. I wish they added him, and I wish they added a similar mechanics how they did with Omens of Destruction with Skull Taker. And if you guys remember who Skull Taker is, it's the legendary. Uh, he's the legendary lord. I was about to say greater demon, but he's just a exalted demon. That's the best way to put it. That hunts down the enemy of corns and get their skulls. That's why he's called Skull Taker. So, yeah, kind of missed opportunity, but I do like the fact that for a free LRC, in other words, a free legendary lord, they're gonna add Masqué, the dancer of Slanesh. So, can't wait to try her out, and can't wait to try her unique mechanics with the dancing and using different face type, which is gonna correlate with the army buffs, how you want to buff your army. So yeah, can't wait to try this out. And I will feature it in the YouTube channel, don't worry guys. So please leave a comment down in the comment section below, like and subscribe, all that jazz. And stay tuned guys. See you around.